everybody. My name is Puppetine from I Love Puppets, here today on I Love Puppets, today to discuss episode 5, and it is with a glorious purpose that we do so. And joining me today, of course, we have Zach of the... Wait. Does that make you Star Wars, Zach?
Oh, whoa. I didn't realize that. Yes, I am Star Wars Zach.
What happened to Marvel Zach?
Marvel Zach he's back rewatching Loki. He got me to watch it with him. And so yeah, he had me fill it. He's like, "Hey, look, we look the same. Why don't you go fill in for me? I'm going to rewatch this again and catch all these little hidden Easter eggs."
Okay, well, that's good because we will have to discuss some of those Easter eggs. But we also have, of course, the very famous and very loyal amphibian we all know, all love, not Froggy, but Throg.
Throg!
Let me look at the screen a little. Are you in a jar?
Yeah.
I guess you got out from underground, though, huh?
How did you get out of underground, but not out of the jar?
It's a very strong jar.
Asgardian leg jumps. It was leg day.
But it is, of course, good to have you here, Froggy. We have a Marania in the audience. I'm just going to go ahead. And I think she also appreciates the thumbnail, like you do, Zach of the Clones.
Zach of the Clones. I'm taking the name Marvel Zach #2 today.
You know, I feel more like Iron Man. The display is on my face.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Oh, it does look like... That's
oh, because the reflection. Yes, it's like a hologram. Yes, that's perfect.
Fire the missiles!
That is pretty great.
This
is actually the safest I've ever felt on a stream with Froggy.
Hold on a second.
He's trapped in a jar. Oh, no.
You poked the frog. Oh, he broke out.
He's free!
It's Homer time!
Run away! I'm sorry. I forgot we were streaming there for a second.
Oh, wait. I wasn't supposed to run away.
Our shenanigans are crossing over from Bad Batch early this morning, huh?
I know. Yeah, we just can't seem to get away from the shenanigans.
Anyway, we should go right into it. We'll do the recap real quick. Where we left off last time, Loki got pruned. And what does pruning mean? Well, it means you end up in a void at the end of time. Apparently, that's what's revealed in this episode to Sylvie, who is being led on by Renslayer pretty early on. Loki meets a bunch of other Lokis, and they are dragging him across this wasteland. It's very Old Man Logan-esque kind of wasteland.
That way. Very Old Man Logan, also kind of Doctor Who in a way. Very Doctor Who-ish, I can say.
I can see where you would say that, yes. But as they're led, apparently we are... where we are at this point in the series, it's time to get some answers. There's only one episode left. We need to know exactly who created the TVA. We know the Time Masters, or Timekeepers, that's what they're called, are fake. So who's really behind it all? That's the answer that Sylvie wants.
Your mom.
I don't think she's behind it. I don't.
That's right. She's too big.
Oh.
Eliath would have been after her. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, I thought that was your mom.
No. That was Asgard.
Ah, okay.
My mom wasn't a building. My mom was a needle. But anyway.
Your mom was so big that she destroyed Asgard.
She was Surtur?
Eliath is my mom?
Yeah.
Surtur is his mom? Because Surtur destroyed...
Can't you see there's resemblance?
Did y'all watch Ragnarok? Okay, anyway.
Well, yes, but... But I was making the joke of Elias, trying to keep this episode.
Excuse
Star
me.
Wars, Zach, come on.
I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm Star Wars Zach. I'm not Marvel Zach. Marvel Zach dropped the ball.
It's showing. Anyway. sorry.
That's okay.
But where we're led to, they have this underground secret bunker where this small band of Lokis, including Boastful Loki, which is a larger, bulkier, kind of like a Thor Loki, if you ask me.
He even has a hammer.
Yeah,
so
he does.
I assume he is a Thor Loki. Yeah.
And of course, Kid Loki.
Loki.
And everybody's favorite, not my personal favorite, but everyone's favorite, Alligator Loki.
Alligator Loki is an MVP. He's got his own pop figure coming out now. That's how popular he is. He's got a pop figure coming to a store near you, folks.
And of course, my favorite Loki in the show Loki, played by Richard E. Grant. Classic Loki.
Who could have been paid better by Peter Capaldi. It would have been more Doctor Who-ish.
He was shooting. He couldn't have done it. He was shooting Suicide Squad probably when they were making this.
Yeah, and Richard E. Grant
nice
he actually does have ties into Doctor Who, but he himself is a fantastic actor and performed fantastically in this episode as classic Loki. It really was an all-star performance.
It's one of my favorite
that
moments
costume
in this whole
too.
show. Yeah, absolutely well done. His whole performance from beginning to end was one of the best ones in this whole show so far.
So getting back to Renslayer. Renslayer was with the help of Miss Minutes, worth noting. They were leading Sylvie on, trying to stall her while TVA agents were coming to capture her again. But Sylvie decides, you know what? If they're actually sent to avoid at the end of time, then this is my best bet. And so she self-prunes herself. Mm-hmm.
Yep, she jumps in the water until she turns into a prune.
I don't think that's what happened, but maybe. She ends up waking up on a bus, and we see Elias in the background, who likes to eat everything.
I kind of wonder if she would have stayed in the bus, he would have not known she was even there.
True. Also, I know I'm not Marvel Zach proper, but did anybody else get like Galactus vibes, like from that bad Fantastic Four movie they did several years back?
I thought that was
Cloud.
I thought that was Galactus when they first did it. Look, it's Galactus.
It's a giant cloud that eats everything.
Yeah.
I thought about that while I was watching it with Marvel Zach. I was like, I remember this. This was dumb. But this one actually has like a face.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah. It's actually
at least it wasn't the Snyder Wave.
What?
The Mummy, the Snyder Wave, the Rob Schneider. Oh, you guys don't watch MTV, do you?
No.
Ugh.
No.
Young kids.
I watch PTV, which is puppet television.
You're retarded. Anyway.
Yes, she tries to run away, and she does with the help of Pizza Man. Oh, I'm sorry. That's Mobius, who got pruned in the last episode as well. He got into...
Wow! He's alive.
Oh, wow. Yes,
wow.
Exactly. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Somehow he managed to get into this... I want to know the story behind why this truck is here. Why is the pizza delivery truck? Did he arrive on time and the TVA was like, no, that's not acceptable.
No, it looks like the Toy Story pizza delivery truck, doesn't it? Like
it's close, but not exactly.
Not exactly.
Could have done that.
It looks like a Gillette.
It would have been great. It should have been the Pizza Planet truck. That would have been amazing.
But she's.
You know what it should have been? It should have been like a Domino's truck.
Why?
Because then they have placement advertisements. If it's a Domino's or it's Pizza Hut.
That's true.
Or Puppetines?
Yes.
They don't really need advertising though.
Pizza delivered even at the end of time. Yay!
Somebody order pizza? The guy waiting there, he's got a pizza in his hand.
No, the pizza's gone. Eliath ate that.
Mm.
They tried. It was the big distraction.
You mean Mobius ate
later on. But so this is where Mobius and Sylvie are, and they have a little conversation. But we're quickly cut back to Loki, who wants to get back to the TVA to find, of course, Sylvie, his little self crush, I guess. It really does seem that way, even in this episode. It's a little weird. I mean, I like myself, but I don't like myself that much.
When you think about yourself, do you? Oh, never mind.
Yeah, we don't need that conversation, Proggy.
No.
Don't pull the strings. Don't
When
do
I
that.
think about myself, I touch my
No, you don't.
frog.
Keep your warts away. Leave your warts alone.
You want the words?
No, stay away.
Social distancing happening here.
That's right. No. What was I saying?
I don't know.
Pizza.
Conversation went off the rails. Loki, yeah, that's right. He tries
That's right.
to get the other Lokis to help him, saying, "Oh, we can do this. We can face Eliath," and they laugh at him, which is great.
Yeah.
And so Loki is going to go ahead and leave.
It's like, I'm going to do it myself.
Mhm.
Like a big boy.
Like a big.
I'm doing my part.
yes. But as he opens the hatch, who's there but Loki?
Da, 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 da. It's
President Loki. He can't actually run for president, but you know.
Well, he did, and that's why he got pruned, obviously.
I suppose when you're from another realm, it really doesn't matter.
Yeah, well, he broke the rule. You know, you're supposed to be born wherever you run. If he's running for president, he wasn't born in America. He was born in Asgard, and Asgard doesn't have democratic elections, so he can't run for president.
They just
Anywhere.
have the king.
Yeah, exactly. So he got pruned.
He got pruned.
I liked what they did with President Loki, though. It wasn't drawn out too long. It wasn't just like a quick little thing. It was the perfect amount.
Yeah, because they all go inside, and the first thing, this Loki is Tom Hiddleston. I'm surprised he didn't play more Lokis in this episode, actually.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they had him just enough. 2 Lokis, Tom Hiddleston, and he gets a bite taken out of him by Gator Loki. That was the best part.
He's now Captain Hook Loki.
Well, if he
gets
survives, we don't know exactly what happens after that, because classic Loki is able to make manifestations of alligator Loki, kid Loki, I guess Prime Loki is what we'll call him. Loki
Prime.
Variant Loki, and classic Loki. So the illusions are in there, and they're all fighting the other ones while they escape. Classic Loki, that powerhouse of a man, right?
So good.
Right?
So good. He's such a good performance.
He is clearly not happy afterwards. He's saying, we're all like this. We're all just backstabbing all the time. We can never change. And then Kid Loki points out how, and anytime they do try to change, they're sent here. And that's when Loki says, that's why I want to find Sylvie. She's different. She is trying to take down the TVA, not take it over, which was Loki's original thought, to take it over. Of course, it's a control of all time. Supreme power. Mm-hmm.
Unlimited power. I'm sorry, that's Star Wars Zach carrying over. Sorry about that.
Yep. Go ahead. You need to just
unlimited power.
Not helping, Throg. You don't even like Star Wars.
Yeah, you can't say the thing. You don't sacrifice and stay up till 3 a.m.
I do.
That's true.
I'm just not talking to you guys.
Oh,
Wow, that hurts more.
Or
That's
watching your channel.
Oh well, at least you're watching this.
I mean, there's no frog on there for me to watch.
Yeah, well, as soon as we find a Yoda puppet, we'll go ahead and get that on. Is that close enough?
Oh yeah, because I'm smart like Yoda. Thank you. If only
I
all
was
the
going to make a
only-
joke
if-
about a speech impediment, but never mind.
Hmm?
Never mind.
Hmm? Yes.
But classic Loki ultimately agrees, and that means Kid Loki agrees, and so does Alligator Loki, or so we assume, because every time they just show Alligator Loki like he's saying something or like he's laughing. He's a freaking alligator, but he's a Loki.
he's a Loki gator.
He's a Loki gator. Yep. Not a croaky. Very important to
Croaky is a Pokemon.
He's a low-key gator. I'm the low-key.
He's a Loki.
But soon enough,
Anyway,
even though their idea is to face Eliath, soon enough, Sylvie and Mobius are driving towards them, and they stop, and Loki and Sylvie reunite. I guess it feels so good. I don't know. It's a little awkward for them later on, but they're trying to think of where to go from here. She wants to enchant the monster.
Yeah, but at this point, they're sitting down. He makes himself a blanket. She teases him about that, and then he uses the magic to slip it around her. They have a little moment there. He was actually kind of cute.
Are you shipping Loki and Loki together?
I don't have to. Disney does it for me.
Oh, okay, that's true. Very an odd choice.
I mean,
Well,
it's
it's part
like
of the, can you imagine people are probably shipping Loki and Mobius?
Oh, there are people that
I'm
that
sure.
hashtag. Every time I try to enter it,
Lobius
no thanks.
oh,
or Moki?
Moki.
Moki? Nobody calls it Moki.
Moki
Call it
or
Loki. I just told you, frog.
You can say what you want, but there's people who call it that too.
Well, they're wrong. Like the people who are shipping Lokius, but they actually have a friendly hug because they're saying goodbye. And he has a device that Sylvie brought with.
Yeah, the temp pad. The temp pad. Yeah.
The temp pad. So he can go back to the TVA and he's going to burn it down, he says, while they're going to face Eliath. And the
he's going to
variant
get
we meet, other than boastful Loki, because he betrayed the other Lokis, and so
it's really great.
Well, yeah,
he's like
the black guy was actually a Loki who just had Thor's hammer.
He's like, because it was Kid Loki that was in charge originally, and so boastful Loki was like, "No, I betray you. I'm gonna turn the space over to President Loki," and then President Loki's like,
all the Easter
"I'm
eggs,
gonna betray you."
It's crazy, you guys. Did you guys see all the Easter eggs?
Yes. I guess now's a good time to talk about it. Can we talk about the most powerful weapon in Thanos' arsenal? The Thanos copter.
The Thanos copter is canon now.
Yes, it is right there. We saw it.
It is
Thanos.
canon. Mm-hmm. The most outrageous, outlandish thing you could find in the comics, and they found a way to make it work.
It did, and I loved it. I did, really. There was also a Yellow Jacket giant head.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
There was a Mjolnir.
Oh, was there? Oh,
there
yeah.
Mjolnir underground. Yeah.
Throg in a jar.
Frog in a jar.
But there's also, of course, if Dalton were here, he would bring up the Living Tribunal. There was a statue head of the Living Tribunal. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
There was an Avengers Tower, wrecked Avengers Tower.
It said, what was it?
Well, there was also, well, actually started off, there was one actually in the TVA, one of the monitors showing a sacred time and reads Oak Island, Nova Scotia. And basically, it's supposed to believe that hidden treasure there, kind of like Captain Kidd's Missing Fortune, or the Ark of the Covenant.
Oh,
I didn't notice that.
Did not catch that.
Yep.
Wow. You actually, that was something I hadn't seen about yet. So, good one, Frog.
I'm proud of you.
Yes, take a bow. Take one more. There you go. That's
Okay,
enough.
No
No more bows.
No.
No, I said stop.
You overdid it. No one cares now.
You overdid the bow. You're overbowed, Loki.
You're in the red now. You owe more bows than you're worthy of.
He's never in the red. He's always in the green, and you know that. Anyway.
Now it just looks like he's doing aerobic stretches. It's fun to play at the YMCA.
Okay, enough stretches. They are leading them, though, to Goliath and saying that once they are close enough to where something should enter whenever the TVA is pruning, that they should be able to sneak up.
Are we not doing Easter eggs anymore? Because there's a bunch. There's like 30 of them.
I mean, do you have any more that you want to point out?
Goliath is actually King the Conqueror's enemy. The cloud monster?
Is that an Easter egg, really, though?
Yeah. Well, if you don't know who Goliath is, you know.
I suppose. Yes, Goliath, like we said, he's the big guard dog, as they're treating him.
There's also Yellow Jacket's giant helmet, you see?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we talked about that. Yeah.
Yep. You know, okay, there's more. There's more.
Are we thinking of them?
Oh, yeah. Well, actually, no, that's from episode 2. Well, yeah, there's one, from episode 2. But it also was in there, too. It's called, they're inside the thing. It's called Roxy wine, what they're drinking.
Yes, the Roxy wine. Yes, you're exactly right.
Yep.
Yeah, Roxxon's influence spreading wide. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Also, the book next to where the Loki was, the alligator one. It's called Mystery of Lore and Monsters by C.J.S. Thompson. Which, yeah, there's that one there, and there's a bunch of stuff. Behind the throne, you see like there's the Polybius arcade game in the 1980s.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't notice that. But yeah, there's just so much in this episode that I don't think we could even get them all. There's probably some that people haven't found yet.
I'll bet you so. I'll bet you they hit something in there really, really, really well. There could even be a Superman statue in there, and we would.
Also, the biggest one I liked the most. Kid Loki's drinking Ecto Cooler.
If Fankman were here, he'd also be geeking out over that.
Well, it's green and it's rare, like me.
You're rare?
Yeah, I'm the only one.
You're the only frog?
I'm the only frog.
Oh, the only frog. Yes.
I was going to say, there's about 6 frogs outside my window that would disagree with you about being the only one.
But I think that about does it for Easter eggs for right now. I think we need to get back to the
Avengers
episode.
Tower. Yeah, there's a whole bunch,
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But this is one of my favorite parts towards the end here. So Kid Loki, Alligator Loki, and Classic Loki are all leaving. They've dropped him off. And Classic Loki looks back because it doesn't look like they're going to make it. Because they need something big enough to distract the monster while she's trying to enchant it. And so as they're going, it's not enough. He tries to go and cause a distraction on his own, our Loki, Prime Loki. And he takes a sword Kid Loki gave him, lifts it in the air, and sets it on fire. And it looks like it's going to attack that Loki. However, there's something bigger right around the corner. And with a glorious purpose, Classic Loki summons Asgard from the ground. And it's an illusion, clearly, but it is beautiful. You can feel the power just showing from him. And in fact, Loki says, I think we're more powerful than we realize. As he, boom, makes Asgard right there. And Goliath is attacking it. And very quickly, Goliath realizes, oh no, this isn't a thing. This is fake.
Can you imagine if Godzilla did that? Rampaging through Tokyo.
Yeah.
Wait, it's not real. Ah!
What's that line from what's the Disney movie, Moana? Oh, I see what she's done. She's taken a barnacle and covered in translucent algae as a diversion. That one right there. And so that's when Loki is losing his power, classic Loki, and it's just taking so much out of him. He ends up on his knees a moment, and Goliath is coming, and he realizes that this sacrifice is worth it. And so he screams out, glorious purpose, because this is it. And that's when he's gone.
That's one of the
Taken
best,
from us too soon.
one of the most amazing and emotional sacrifices in MCU history.
Another one bites the dust. What?
Now is not the time, Froggy.
Bite your extra.
And another
long
one
palm.
gone. And another one gone. Another one bites the dust.
So this character, it was introduced in this one episode. We got the backstory, and we love him already, and we have already lost him.
But but before all this, don't you remember the giant ship that appeared?
Oh yeah. Because that shows him that attacking Goliath thing, and that's not going.
No, it's actually the ship from the Philadelphia experiment.
Yeah, you're right. People were talking about that too. Historical Easter eggs.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's not just limited to Marvel canon. It's like
that was the one that disappeared in the movie. Like 1993.
But this does give enough time, and Loki helps Sylvie enchant the beast, and so the beast parts ways like it's the sea and they're Moses, and we see a kingdom, a castle, that Goliath was guarding, and that's where they're heading, and that's where this episode ends. No end credit scene in this episode.
No,
but just cuts off.
There's so many good Easter eggs. So
yeah, no, absolutely.
We just passed 4th of July. Save some eggs for next Easter.
Well, no. There's there's actually it's really neat.
What's that?
There, inside the pizza car that Moby's driving is a Cougar Girl thing, which has been shown in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. with Coulson was driving it.
Oh yeah.
There's also been some other ones. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then there was on the back of his car, the license plate is Mark Greenwald.
Oh yeah, that's who Mobius was designed after, modeled after. That's actually who he looks just like the spitting image of too. That's crazy.
Yep, and then there's Ronan ship from the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes, I did actually see about that.
And the helicarrier. I don't know. I think you might have said helicarrier.
There's also a statue of the Living Tribunal's head.
Yeah, we talked about that one.
That one's cool.
Dalton would have mentioned that.
The helicarrier.
I literally just mentioned that one.
Yep. I'm just going over them for people who are just joining us. There's a whole bunch.
That is true. There are people that come in and out. And you know what? I think that actually brings up a good point. There are people in the comments. I should be bringing up their comments right now.
Oh, yeah. The Burning Blade was also from the Latvian history. Norse mythology. The Burning Blade.
Speaking of Norse mythology, the music track they play at the very end is the Ride of the Valkyries. If y'all caught those beats and everything, it's playing the Ride of the Valkyries.
Well, the best one though is when he's creating Asgard. That's like Wanda creating town.
It's like it. I mean,
well, yeah.
She's not possessing an entire.
She created Westview.
Well, what Wanda does is a little different because Wanda takes matter and is able to take that and turn it into other matter.
Yeah, she rearranges matter.
Loki
Yeah.
wanted to go back to Asgard. She
Yeah.
wanted to have a place for her and Vision.
No, I'm not saying that he doesn't, but what I'm saying is he was making an illusion.
Yeah, it was like a hologram.
So it's not actually. There's no matter to it.
But I do have a theory though on the city that they saw. That might be King the Conqueror's town, Chronopolis.
Well, that is definitely what it's looking like they're leading to.
I thought it was as outlandish as it might be. I saw it and I thought that looks like a castle Doctor Doom would live in. But I don't think they would introduce Doctor Doom this soon ahead of a Fantastic Four movie. Although it would be crazy if they did. Just saying.
I mean, I don't think they're going to do that. I think it's definitely Kang.
Oh, hold on. And also,
unless
Engelty was looking for a link this whole time.
Oh, he's looking for a link?
Yeah, he was in the Twitter group. Just to let you know.
Oh, well, I will get to that. Give me a second. I will send that. Keep talking.
That was half an hour ago, though, so I don't know if he's still there.
So it's either going to be Kang, which a lot of people think it is, rightfully so. But then other people, I've been seeing a lot of theories that the ultimate big bad is actually Loki. So Loki's final boss will be himself.
It's either Loki. I think it's not going to be King the Conqueror.
No, I don't think so.
But maybe,
maybe, but I don't think so.
Because King the Conqueror is going to be in Doctor Strange too, right?
Oh, is he? I thought he was going to be an Ant-Man.
Oh, he's one of them. He's the villain in one of them.
I think Yellow
He's
Jacket
going to
is
be
coming
in
back
Ant-Man Quantum Mania.
Quantumania. I think Yellow Jacket is supposed to be coming back as well.
Quantumania?
Yes. But I'm going to go ahead now that I have sent that link. Sorry if you're watching E, if it's a little late, working on Puppetine Standard Time. It gets a little hectic sometimes.
It's all fluff up there,
It is all fluff up there. Thank you. You took the joke. Thank you. Maranya is saying the Loki plot with Sylvie takes the ideas of self-care and self-love to freaky levels. Yes, it does.
Freaky deaky.
Unlimited cosmic powers, itty bitty living space. Yes,
that's true. The Loki bunker was an itty bitty living space for 4 Lokis.
Slitherclaw, hello Slitherclaw, says alligator chomp. Yes, he does. Like a good Loki boy.
What a good boy.
And Slitherclaw hopes Mobius becomes Kang. I've actually heard that theory.
That would be interesting.
I've heard the theory that it was Mobius all along.
That would be really interesting because he and Renslayer do have a unique relationship they touched on in previous episodes.
Maranya says this series actually documents the first DC Marvel cinematic crossover because in an alternate timeline, the one guard is actually Amanda Waller. Oh no! B-15, no!
B-15 is the wall. Confirmed.
Maranya is also saying another one bites the dust. That is more suitable for
the dust bit him.
Well, Loki bit the dust before the dust could bite anyone. He died for the first 5 minutes.
Slitherclaw also says the USS Eldridge is from a conspiracy theory. And, well, what we said, though, there's a lot of Easter eggs in this.
It's from the movie. It's from the movie Philadelphia Experiment. So, I don't know conspiracy theory, but it was a movie, though.
How did they put a battleship in Philadelphia? Where'd they put it?
I think we should talk about how we actually feel about this episode, though, because there's a lot of talk about feelings between Loki and Sylvie. But what are our feelings, huh? And to start us off, I think I want to go to Throg. So your brother from a human mother. Go ahead, tell us. What you think about,
I thought it was a very good episode. I've been enjoying the series. So I feel it's a lot better than the WandaVision. Falcon and Soldier was okay throughout the beginning. But the end, it got kind of weird. I mean, well, that's only because I don't like Sam as being Captain America. She should have called him something else. But oh well. But this has been more touching. This has been more what I want from Loki's. Of course, I want Loki to be evil, though. I want him to backstab Sylvie. Plot twist.
I don't think he's going to do that.
That would be a plot twist.
Yeah.
You know, I've actually, not to interrupt, but somebody was talking and saying that Loki somehow has just made a complete turn. This isn't like his redemption at the end of Ragnarok.
You know what, though? I could see there being an evil version of Loki at the end who is like who knows this Sylvie.
Ooh.
Maybe he's the one that created Sylvie.
Oh, but what if it's an evil Loki who admitted his feelings for Sylvie and fell in love with Sylvie, and then Sylvie dies after he does that?
And then it's Castlevania. No.
Loki-vania.
Hold on, man. I have to go get my beer then before sci-fi hits me.
Well, you know, I really have enjoyed this show, but like I was saying, his redemption, it's gone a completely different way, because now he sees that his past that we've all experienced, he fails. He fails all the time.
I did like having the kid Loki, the future Loki, future Loki, and the present Loki. That's from Loki, Agent of Asgard.
Yeah, well, yeah, no, he killed Thor. That was his Nexus event right there.
Yeah.
That's a pretty big one.
Yeah. That's a big
one. I was talking about the three lineup standing there. That's actually from the book. Except old man Loki was evil and the kid Loki was good, and kid Loki sacrificed himself to save the present Loki.
So it's kind of a little reversal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, because Kid Loki isn't exactly evil right now.
Well, no, I guess not.
Well, he did kill Thor.
Boastful Loki was...
The little Loki killed Thor, and the other one just kind of like, I didn't want to play the game anymore, so I left.
I actually do want to talk about that a moment. So, classic Loki. He made a copy of himself that was so good that Thanos killed it while he hid as debris from the ship and then just floated through space. And at one point, he talks about how he was just living alone in isolation on the planet, and eventually he got to the point where he was lonely and wanted his brother. And as soon as he took a step off that planet, that's when the TVA stepped in. Now, here's the question. Does that mean that Loki in Infinity War actually died? Or did he pull the same move as classic Loki?
Ooh, I hadn't considered that, actually.
I kind of figured before all this even happened, Infinity War, I figured he did. Because why would Loki die? Against Thanos? No, he's a trickster.
Well, okay, in the original timeline of things, whether he did or did not, here's the thing. If at the end of this season, say Loki Prime goes back to his original timeline and has to go through the events of Thor 2 and all that over again, now he knows ahead of time that he can illusion himself and disguise his debris. So either way, he still comes out alive at the end.
The other thing is, Sylvie said they all have the same powers.
Well,
yeah, that's true.
They do on various degrees. Well, wasn't it classic Loki? Here's where it gets tricky, because classic Loki says that the daggers, they stunt their growth. So no, he didn't try to stab Thanos. But here's another part which has been talked about since Infinity War came out. Loki was trying to stab Thanos with his left hand, and apparently he is right-handed. So we've seen on screen.
Oh.
So he was trying to stab Thanos with his offhand, which a warrior wouldn't do that. He's been trained as a warrior his entire life, even though he is a trickster. So it's reasonable that he could still be alive.
Possibly.
Interesting.
But we have to wait and see. So that's the thing about all of this. When it ends, we have one episode remaining. And we know exactly where we're going to find out who's behind the TVA. But
we're going to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
That's exactly what it is. That's awesome.
Yes. But I don't know exactly where we're going to be left off with the end of this.
That's yeah.
I mean, we did get a new trailer for What If.
That.
Oh, you know what?
I'm kind of excited for that.
We're gonna have at the end of this, we're gonna have Dr. Stephen Strange wake up and be like, Wong, I had the most weirdest dream ever.
Is he going to walk it? Is it going to be like Dallas? He's going to walk in the shower and
I wonder. No, because remember
that'd be weird.
With the multiverse now, there's a whole bunch of things now. It was really weird because remember he said when they were fighting against Thanos on the planet, he said there's so many different outcomes, where we only one other chance where we win. So he already knew about the multiverse.
Well, yeah.
So it's kind of weird. So
it could happen.
I wonder if Doctor Strange will notice that everything's changed now, or this happened before this.
Well, I don't know what's going to change.
I bet you Loki takes before Infinity. It must, yeah.
You know what? I'm guessing is that this is supposed to lead into Doctor Strange as well, but I think this might be leading into Spider-Man also.
Do you think
this
there's
is
a
something
chance?
I'm sorry to change the conversation to Spider-Man of all heroes to talk about Loki, but we haven't had a trailer for that movie, and it's 5 months away now.
Is it really? Oh, that's faster than I thought.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's right around the corner.
Yeah.
And no trailer. It's kind of ridiculous.
That is unusual.
So, if it is really a multiversal movie, the series that brings back the multiverse, could be.
Could be. I was gonna say, do you think that there's any chance that all of them saying Loki isn't in Thor 4, Love and Thunder, any chance that that's just like a misdirect and Loki just kind of pops up at the end like, "Ha, you thought I was dead, but I was not." No?
Could be. I'm not sure if Loki is even going to be in that.
That's what I'm saying. They've said he's not going to be, but I was wondering, it could just be like a misdirect, maybe. Like, he shows up, or maybe he's disguised as someone else through the whole movie.
I'm going to go ahead and bring up some comments. Oh no, Marania's talking about, as she said earlier, Iron Froggy, make that comic book happen.
Yeah,
she wants you to have a comic book now.
I could.
Wow, that's a big leap.
I have to hire some writers and get a good artist. Do you think that guy who draws frogs is available?
Which one?
Really?
Oh, never mind.
I don't think so.
Yeah, but
I don't think we can find another artist.
I don't look good on foil though.
No, I mean you don't look good in reality. But.
Wow.
Oh, Star Wars Zach, he's coming with the burns.
I mean,
I never get to be around Froggy, so.
I mean, why am I talking to this guy? I should be talking to your dog. He's the one in charge.
He's not even in here. Why
he's
my dog be in charge? Aw.
It's the Time Twisters, Slitherclaw says.
No, that's from For Dust Till Dawn.
No, that's a different kind of twister. Slitherclaw here says the fight scene was not very good. It could be the Council of Kangs. Like the Council of Wells.
Or the Council of Reeds.
Oh, yeah. Can you imagine we find out it's a council of reeds.
Oh,
Ooh. I don't
they
know. See,
decided to take over time. And that's why the Fantastic Four aren't in the universe yet.
oh, could be.
No, I don't think so.
Actually, you know what's gonna be? It's gonna be the Emperor Doom. That's what it's gonna be. Emperor Doom.
Emperor Doom.
Emperor
Got-
Doom.
The
Got
battle pack.
Emperor Doom.
Yep.
Anyway, I think that about does it for this. I want to thank you both so much for joining me. I want to thank the people in the chat too for keeping the conversation going. We have enjoyed this show, and we will be here for the finale. It'll be an interesting experience because this puppet's going road tripping, and so it'll be out in the great frontier.
When you're done watching the show for 45 minutes, come watch this show for 45 minutes.
That's
Exactly.
right.
Exactly.
But
Double the
conversation
entertainment.
is always great, and we always have a good time, and that's what's important. So, if you're watching this after and you've made it all the way to the end of this, I'm so glad. Can you also
Give yourself a hand.
Clap.
This is the only show where the panelists clap for the audience.
Yes. Please make sure to comment and let us know what you think of the show. Make sure to like and subscribe. We are 1 away from 50, guys.
One.
Yay!
Just one. One
Just
subscriber.
1 away from 50. Yay! Yay!
My voice doesn't cheer
and-
that high.
What?
I said my voice doesn't cheer that high.
Leave the highness to me. But
Yeah, me too.
but thank you
I love
one
being
last
high.
time, and we will see you for the finale of Loki next time. So until then, one last thank you and bye.
Bye.